Is it simply an issue of the immense volume in China that is driving transportation issues right now?
Yes, I think the income increase is a major driver for people to buy car. They got rich, they want to show this is maybe the better way to enjoy life. And actually, the developed country already show this way. And China, we don't have any new way for transport here in China. So increase of car is obviously the true story here.
Is it simply that the infrastructure can't keep up with the immense numbers that are joining the roads?
No, I don't think so. So this is also, I think some mistake will happen here in some Chinese big city. Just like in DC, you can see a lot of road. One block is very small, but in Beijing, in many cases, you go something like more than 1 kilometer, there's no cross.
Right.
So this is one very important factor for traffic jam there. Of course, we also have too many cars there. So this is another big problem. But the infrastructure is still, compared with US or EU, is not very good here.
Is the country heading in the wrong direction in terms of its use of public transportation? We rode the high-speed trains. They were fantastic.
That's
but
right.
It seems that some Chinese are becoming a little more American in terms of their use of personal cars. Is that fair to say?
Yes, we are doing this study. We have to understand the fundamental demand for transport. If you go somewhere, supermarket, or you go to weekend trip to enjoy life, what kind of way you can go ahead? In downtown, big city, of course, public transport will be the first choice. We should make a full policy to support public transport. I think for several decades, very slow progress for public transport in Beijing, Shanghai. Now they move very fast. For example, Beijing and Shanghai, they want to be the biggest city in the world to have a metro system. Beijing makes some plan like more than 1,000 kilometers or 1,200 kilometers of metro system in future. Shanghai is a very similar size of that. But in the meantime, we don't have very good policy on car. So we don't think we still very lack of a good policy to support public transport system because for example, Beijing's policy still want to make Beijing's a city which is good for vehicle transport. They make a road very wide, and they have an indicator for development for how to increase the speed of vehicle transport. But good news is after several years research, we talk with policymakers. From this year or from middle of this year, they announced again they will come back to encourage people to walk or people to use bicycle by developing some road. It's better for people to do this. So this is, this is some processing for Chinese to learn what's the meaning of development. Whether we learn some developed countries to use car, or we pick some good practice from developed countries for public transport, or people not to use car. So
Mr. Jiang, final question. That is the future of electrification of vehicles in China. Is it more important in that country perhaps than any other given its energy usage and its demands for foreign oil?
I think it's really doesn't big matter with oil supply here. I think the reason for China to go to electric car is we want to have some new technology could be led by Chinese manufacturer. So this is one direction for them to go. But in the meantime, electric car also is very good low carbon technology. We do hope in near future China have more renewable energy, make the CO2 emission from electric cars much lower than gasoline and diesel based car.
So very similar to the US, and it's an issue of energy security as well.
Yeah. Yeah, and of course, any security is a very big concern for that. But I think even for very high efficiency gasoline car, just like what I said, is not a very big issue for import of oil impact. So high energy efficiency gasoline car could be very high efficiency.
Okay.
So that in the meantime, we can reduce the car use. For example, 1 year we can use a car for less than 9,000 kilometers. But think about the fuel efficiency could be something like 5 liters or less for 100 kilometers for that. So that means the total number for oil demand is not very big.
Much better. Mr. Tan, thank you very much for your time.